Greetings, graders! This short presentation is intended to help clarify how data from teacher gradebooks is connected to and necessary for a systemic approach to empowering learners. Let's start with this question. When is your gradebook not just your gradebook? The answer is always. We sometimes use the term grading synonymously with assessing, and other times we mean reporting. And both of these instructional practices are paramount to continuously improving learner experiences. In a standards-based system, multiple levels of learner data are necessary to implement and support a guaranteed and viable curriculum. Primarily, this data is a result of instructional practices, but it serves to inform systemic health and growth. Let's take a moment to consider what types of data might exist in a gradebook and who might use the data. While multiple stakeholders are not directly accessing your Power Teacher gradebook, important classroom level data directly from your gradebook is used to inform multiple stakeholders and systems, such as learners and their families, internal system reports, such as ISF or EWS, other teachers and specialists, and of course, school board reports. For the purpose of this module, we'll quickly explore these four key connections between teacher gradebook data and our BPS systems and stakeholders. Students and parents are some of our most important stakeholders, and they use information and data from teacher gradebooks to get information about product, progress, and process. These might take the form of a comprehensive letter grade to indicate overall product, formative scores that show growth, and behavior scores, which take multiple formats in our district. It is important for teachers to consider how they are using their gradebooks to clearly communicate each of these important metrics with learners and their families. Families are not the only stakeholders who are vested in the success of our learners. Collective efficacy is a key component of empowering every learner, whether it's a classroom teacher collecting data on class progress, or an IEP team working collaboratively to identify specific data for individual learners. BPS educators need timely and accurate information to facilitate communication and collaboration within professional learning communities and student support specialists. This might take the form of formative assessment data to inform PLC collaboration and instructional next steps. Best practices also include regular formative checkpoints for both social, emotional, and academic progress aligned with curriculum maps and pacing guides that help teams to identify longitudinal trends in learning. And last, but certainly not least, there are several comment features available to create narrative records that are not just informative to families, but can help to support personalized experiences for our BPS learners. From a building perspective, gradebook data is some of the most direct information we have on the health of our MTSS A and B systems. Key indicators such as attendance, behavior, and course performance are used to ensure that our schools have healthy systems for all educators to support every learner. And finally, as indicated in our school board's operational expectations policies, we report to our public stakeholders holistically on each learner's progress towards achieving or exceeding the standards. While this report entails many forms of data, the direct report from our teachers in classrooms with learners is a primary indicator of meeting this expectation, and the data comes from, you guessed it, gradebooks. So, why is your gradebook not just your gradebook? Because it takes all of us to empower every learner to thrive. Gradebooks are way more than just grades. They are our lifeline to healthy systems. More information and technical support on PowerTeacher Pro Gradebook is available on LearnBPS, and the Learning Design and Innovation team is always looking for opportunities to learn from and with our amazing educators. So please feel free to reach out with questions.